Just when we think we've come to the end of something, after all, we've celebrated Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, and Simchat Torah, we have a new beginning. On Simchat Torah, we re-rolled the Torah from the end of Deuteronomy to the beginning of Genesis. And this week's Torah portion is Bereshit. Bereshit bara Elohim, the Hebrew says, and most of us automatically say, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And we even make jokes about it because this is the time of the baseball playoffs. And we say, you see, baseball appears in the Bible. It says, in the big inning. But if we look at the Torah commentaries and the Jewish Publication Society's translation, it doesn't say that anymore. It says, when God began to create. We can only imagine the discussions they had when they gave that translation, rather than rendering the old familiar one. I think it probably has to do with theology, with philosophy. If you say in the beginning, it means there was a time before God. And in Jewish thinking, God is eternal, stretching back to the beginning of time and stretching into the future till the Messianic age and beyond. So when God began to create implies that God was always there, and creation began at some time along that scale. Now, I think that most of us understand that God cannot be totally understood, and all the theological and philosophical arguments are not going to convince us to have faith or belief. It's the experiences we have in life, when we have those aha moments, when we say, I feel God's presence. That's when we become convinced, or that's when we begin to see the world in a different way. And so as we begin reading the Torah this week, my wish for you is that you have many moments when you can feel God's presence. Shabbat Shalom.